Today, we're gonna go over 5 of the movies that made us cry the most. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Number 1, Fruitvale Station. Perhaps we should have gone into Fruitvale Station knowing what the film was about. Oscar Grant, a man killed by a Bay Area rapid transit cop in 2009, and while a little research would have prepared us a touch better, it was Michael B. Jordan's performance that brought out the tears. The way he interacted with his mom, the little humanizing moments he gracefully added, it all made the ending all the more powerful. In this movie, it'll be sure to tug your heartstrings with a familiar face in Michael B. Jordan, so be sure to give it a look, especially if you want a more realistic movie to watch. Number 2, Marley and Me. Who is the dope who watched Marley and Me less than a week after putting his lab down? This guy. Luckily, I wasn't the only staffer who selected the film based on the book by John Grogan. The movie wasn't even that good, but when it comes to man's best friend, it's pretty easy to tug at the old heartstrings, especially at the end, where a lot of people can relate to losing a loved pet. The entire story and seeing the dog's life start from birth to the end is truly heartbreaking, and if you made it through without shedding a single tear, you have no heart, and that's as simple as it is. If you made it through this movie without feeling sad at all, you should go to a psychiatry ward because you're mentally insane. Number 3, The Descendants. The Descendants proved that a sunny Hawaiian backdrop isn't enough to make your film all cheery and joyful. We mean, the plot is about a man dealing with his wife being in a coma. So yeah, that puts a damper on things. And when the coma ends up being just one of a couple huge issues for George Clooney's character, well, stuff gets heavy. As it's hard to get much harder than your wife being in a coma, you can only imagine the things he has to go through next in order to come to the conclusion that things get heavier. You should watch this and let us know down in the comments below what you think about everything and what was worse, the new things or his wife being in a coma. Having someone in a coma is the worst because they're there but they're just not at the exact same time, and you'll never know when they wake up from their never-ending nightmare. Number 4, St. Vincent. Oh, Bill Murray's in it. Can't wait to laugh my ass off. Nope. While there are definitely some funny moments in St. Vincent, most thanks to Bill Murray's deadpan delivery of crude lines, we were not ready for the emotional turn this movie takes. As Vincent's past is recollected, and it brings the tears down our eyes as all the pain and suffering he's went through begins to come to light, in a way that none of us expected, through a class project. This movie is a classic, and we strongly recommend it. Number 5, The Green Mile. What is it about Stephen King's story-based films from Frank Darabont? While The Shawshank Redemption certainly had its possible tear-inducing moment, The Green Mile is the film that really got us. While Michael Clarke Duncan's performance throughout the movie helps build up the conclusion, it's the inner grief Tom Hanks portrays that drives it all home. Flip the switch on the chair, and the water works. As suddenly our movie draws to a close, and the entire plot comes at us all at once, bringing tears down our faces and sadness in our hearts as we know the chronicle has to end.
Go back to the time that was happiest for him and live there forever. That'd be what heaven's like.
I just about believe that very thing.
This will bring us to the end of our video. Thank you so much for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it, or if you cried. Comment down below what other sad movies you know of, and subscribe to the channel for more content like this in the future.